Sagittarius, I'm hearing the drama ends. In the month of February, something is coming in, and I'm even hearing House of Cards. So let's take a look at what that means for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever your Sag is in your chart. It's going to dominate in this reading. So I keep hearing House of Cards. Now, I know there was a TV show, never watched it. I don't know anything about it, but I feel it must have been a drama series because that's what I'm seeing surrounding you. All right, Sag, where you may have been dealing with people, there's a lot of drama, probably a lot of unhealthy minded people doing some really manipulative things. But I'm seeing this ending is coming, and you had to work really hard to get through this drama. Now, I'm hoping you're not the one who's invoking the drama. I don't think so. I think this was being done around you, through you, perhaps, like maybe you didn't know you were part of it, but there's an ending coming to it. The overall energy for the month of February is to use your intuition, follow your gut on everything that is coming your way in the month. Everything is changing so fast that it may even be a reminder of drama that you once healed, and now it feels like it's all coming back. Wait. Because you had to go through and heal your inner world. You had to heal your life, all of the things going on around you, or you are in the middle of doing that. And now there's more drama coming in from every different direction. So it is important to listen to your inner compass when it comes to what you're watching, how much you're listening. Pay attention, but be emotionally detached so that it doesn't keep you from focusing on what it is that you really have been working to do. Now we're going to take a look at your foundation, your security, your finances, your home, things like this. And then, for you, I think there's a little bit of nutrition or wellness coming through as well. And then we're going to look at family and friends. We're going to look at a little romance, and I'll bring the guided message in on the end. Archangel Michael and my guide, Allie, are here as always. And let me say, I feel very positive about this, Sag, for the month of February. And I think this is a big switch for a lot of you. You may have been going through you've got the Two of Pentacles, some really challenging times that were throwing you out of balance. Being out of balance with your finances, being out of balance in the way that you make decisions overall in general. There's just this energy of, I am hearing the word duality. Okay, duality. You may have been around people that were like you, or when you listened to them, you were like, oh, that sounds like me. Part of the drama, right? Like how I said, through you. But when it comes to your stability, there is a balancing act going on in the month of February where by the end of February, rolling into March, you're going to feel more stable in your overall general life. And those of you who are stable, be very, very aware so that you don't get into this Two of Pentacle energy, okay? Because we are looking at two totally different. Some of you are going through this phase of the ascension of the spiritual awakening. You're not done, and others of you have already completed it. We have the Lover's card. The Lover's card is about the divine, inner divine masculine, your inner divine feminine. All right, coming into alignment. That's the balancing act that I'm talking about. So when you are in balance, we connect directly to source. See this? This is source. This is the divine, and this is the universe bringing all this beautiful blessings, bringing all this abundance into your life. So if you've been feeling out of balance when it comes to your finances, you should be feeling more stable by the end of the month. But it is important, especially for those of you, if it's you, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your neighbor. I see somebody laying on the couch and they're not taking action. Whoever this person is needs to take action. Okay, again, this is a general reading, so it may be your partner or neighbor that we're talking about, or son-in-law. I don't know why I said son-in-law, but I did. So there's a reason for that. Let us know if that's you. Somebody needs to get up off the couch and get busy. There's an ending coming into a situation that I feel was creating the drama. Like I said, this Death card, this is an ending. This is a transformation. So the changes that you've been implementing, where you may have felt like, when is it going to be my turn? When is everything going to change? When am I going to ascend? When am I going to? That's coming to an end, and you are going to see your way through. Remember, these two represent your inner logic and your inner emotions and feelings. Empathy, no empathy. This is a balancing act within you. And as you go forward, you are going to find yourself seeing so many opportunities around you because of the balance, because of the transformation that you've been through. You've just been through a tremendous amount, and I keep saying that over and over because I think you need to actually hear and have clarification that yes, everything you went through was for a reason, and that reason is in the month of 2025. In the year 2025, starting at the end of January, rolling into February, and then it will continue to grow wherever you're at in your life, as long as you are taking action in a logical, using discernment. Okay, discernment that's the alignment, is the discernment. It's time for you guys to really look at investing your money. Something that you were investing your money in did not pay out, isn't paying out. You aren't seeing any return. You don't feel safe. There's something negative about this use of where you're storing it, what you're investing your money in. And it's time for you to change that, to actually turn that around. Find a financial consultant that is a reference from somebody, maybe family or friends. We'll see if that comes up through there. But it is a person, a more mature person. This may be emotionally mature, mentally more mature individual. This is somebody who understands what to do with your money. This is not on social media. This is an in-person person. So if you're alone and you don't have anyone around you, this may be somebody you're talking to, and all of a sudden they mention a name, you look it up, you start doing the research and find out this person is like a financial guru. Okay, so that would be your guide to go that direction. You have a lot of opportunities when it comes to your security overall in general. And when I say opportunities, I mean a lot. You can relocate. For some of you, actually move. And it doesn't mean that you're going to, if you own a home, you're going to sell the home, but you may rent the home out, lease it out, and then relocate. I feel a lot of you would feel better if you actually are connected to the land that you live on. Remember, the earth, we connect to the earth. And yes, that is through the root chakra. I have many credentials, Reiki master, energy healer, it goes on and on. But when we connect to the earth, that's where we vibrate on a higher frequency. And that's what I feel for some of you, you need to look or consider that option. I am seeing it's not a very far away move. It may be on the other end of town, or maybe a city or two, maybe one state over. I don't feel it's really far, like you can drive it in 2 to 3 hours. Let us know if that's you, if you've been looking at property, looking at moving in that way. Can be driving, it can be flying, but it's like a 2 to 3 hour commute. And so, meaning you can come in and you can check on the property. You can come in and do what you need to do. You can feel safe knowing that you can get there in the same day if you needed to, especially for those of you who are renting a property. For others of you, I feel you're going to invest in multitude of different things, and one of those is real estate. But I am being shown you haven't seen this real estate yet. You may be just thinking it right now, and this is your confirmation to continue looking at that opportunity. I feel this particular location, the one they're showing me, this house they're showing me, is a white house. It's a beautiful house. It looks like it's a 2-story. Could possibly be a townhouse. I don't think so, because I don't see, I see property around it. So it may be a 2-story farmhouse. It just could be a 2-story white house on an acre of land or something like that. But I am also seeing open land, and then it's surrounded by trees on the outer edge. Let us know if that's you, because this is vibrating. Be very careful. I feel part of the property has like a swamp area where it's more like a drainage issue, but I don't think it's enough for you not to buy it. You may get a really good deal on the property. Make sure you do diligence and find out what it would take to fix. Make sure you're checking that the underlying water system is a-okay. All right, make sure you're checking it, and that might be why I saw that. Just so you hear that message, you have to pay an inspector to do some of the things before you purchase that home. But I do feel overall in general, it's going to be a really good move for you, whether it's white, brown, or purple. It doesn't matter. The vision I'm seeing is the opportunity is there for you, especially those of you who have been trying to manifest. There's something amazing getting ready to come in when it comes to your financial security. Some of you are not necessarily going to buy that. You might be relocating, like if you're retired, you may be moving into a home that's in the country. And this is going to be very good for you. Possibly living with somebody that may even be really, really big. And there's a lot of people in there, such as like a community of people. It doesn't look like an apartment though. I feel it's a solid house on its own. Regardless, you have opportunities that are going to help you grow and turn things around where the drama is ending. And once the drama ends, abundance starts coming in. That is our weak spot, right? When people have drama, when they're jealous, when they have all this low vibration where you always feel like you just can't do it, right? And people, you'll even see people walk like this, but when they're vibrating high, they're like this. And that's the difference between, you don't see the energy, but boy, do you feel it. You've got things changing in your own financial security, physical security, and some of you, this has to do with wellness. So this may very well be a farm that I'm seeing, because I keep seeing carrots, and it's like a basket that has carrots sticking out. I saw it in the very beginning of the reading when I said we may look at wellness or nutrition. I feel some of you need to focus your diet in a little bit different direction. I'm not a doctor. Please check with one. Go to a holistic nutritionist. That would really do you well. There's something about the carrots. There may be the vitamins and minerals inside the carrot that you need, but they're showing me big old carrots. So check your diet. Make sure you're getting enough fiber in your diet. Make sure, some of you need to get your eyes checked, okay? You may need to get your eyes checked. Make sure you're eating correctly, because as we go forward, improper eating is going to pull you right back into a low vibration. All right, let's take a look at family and friends, okay? I feel some of you, this imbalance that I was talking about has to do with family or friends, somebody very close to you. Some of you, it may be your own adult child. I'm seeing like they live with you. It could be brother, sister, I see two people. So whether they have a partner or it's your own two kids, there's something going on there that you need to really look at. You have the 9 of Wands when it comes to that situation. So this is a lot of, I'm exhausted. Again, the drama, right? I'm exhausted trying to deal with this. They're not contributing. They're not doing their fair share, whatever it is. They're just them being in your home may be draining all on its own. But with the 9 of Wands, it means you may be tired because you're doing more work. You might be taking care of children, grandchildren, stepchildren along the way. However, with this energy, you have enough strength to keep going. You do. You actually do. And you know you do. It's like, I just got to eat better. Okay. I got to eat those big carrots. They're really big too. In the basket, they're really big carrots. So you need to really look at how you can work this whole situation out, because I do feel it's favorable, not only for you, but for them as well. We have the Page of Cups, and this is an I love you. This is an adult child, a teenage to an adult child around the age of what, like I'm going to say 25. It can vary, I'm sure tarot reader's going to tell me that's wrong. But that's what I see. I'm not a direct tarot reader. I'm a guided messenger, and I use the tarot for you. That's why they usually come out after I say the message. This can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces individual, but there's something about them, the I love you, they may manipulate you, which is putting you in that Nine of Wands energy. I love you, Mom. Okay, I need somebody to watch the kids. Whatever it is sincere. They really do love you. I don't feel that it's really negative. I feel that you have somebody coming in that may have put a lot on your shoulders in the past. This is a different group. They may have put a lot of responsibility on you in the past, and now they're coming in to tell you how much they appreciate what you did. There may have been a falling out with this individual, okay, with this particular person, where you said no more. And so they're on their own, and now they recognize the value of what you were offering them. I hope that's true. That would be nice to see, and that would mean that our collective consciousness is really making a difference. A lot of us in the collective community, we work in solitude. Like when the energy's shifting, the week, I should have been posting these last week, but I didn't. I had to work on the collective consciousness, which means you don't even know I'm doing it, right? But it makes a difference. And I feel for some of you, you know what I'm talking about. You may have been working on a collective consciousness, but also wrapping it around the family, the friends, like wrapping it around the people that you're no longer around, meaning you're sending them whatever they are meant to have. Do not send your energy, I love you, I hope you have everything in the world. If that person flipped you upside down, do not send them your blessings. And oftentimes we can. What you want to do is you want to send them whatever they're meant to have, because they may have signed up for a different life. They may have signed up for a life filled with, narcissism, and you didn't. They may have decided, I'm going to take the road where I sleep on the floor at one point in time when the world is changing through the age of Aquarius. And it's like we have to allow them to go through their own. They created a contract just like you created a contract. So whatever it is, there's some deep, deep love going on. There is a reconciliation possibility with this person if you've been apart. And I feel it's going to be really, really lovely. For some of you, it may very well be your romantic partner, but we'll look at romance in a minute. Now, Sag, we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You have a lot of different energies on the board, but there's a deep, and some of you are dealing with an Aries also. There's a deep connection here when it comes to a family situation that needed a lot of healing. And I feel this is a person who may have been ill. They may have gone through massive, I see them. It looks like in a hospital bed. This could be their own bed, but I feel that they had to go through a lot of healing, and there may have been some conflict because of what they were going through, meaning they weren't really who they are. They were acting in really negative because they were suffering, right? They were suffering. But with this Knight of Pentacles, it's one of the slowest moving knights in the deck. And the knight is about courage. It's about strength, being able to overcome this situation. And through this situation, they actually were able to heal themselves. And I feel that they're coming in. This is a sincere apology. I mean, 100%. I am so sorry if I treated you poorly. I didn't mean to do that. This is because of what I went through. That's the vision I'm seeing. Let me know if that resonates with you. Knight of Pentacles. Wow, you definitely have somebody coming in that's going to tell you like it is. That's what I just heard. Tell you like it is, or you're going to tell them like it is. But I feel it's actually coming from the other person. Now, there is something here that's kind of magical. Oops, you got an extra card. That's kind of like a magical energy where, oh, look, you have another one, another apology. You've got people all over the place You've got people apologizing to you, everybody in your family, your friends, that you've been separated from, a lot of them, especially if they are earth sign or they are really attached to earth. They may live in a foresty area. This emperor right here is somebody very stuck and stubborn. Okay, and I feel they're definitely coming in with a deep I'm sorry. And I feel this person may have borrowed money from you, or you borrowed money from them. A misjudging. They misjudge you, you misjudge them. But because they're so stubborn, and definitely you are as well, right? This energy of being stubborn, we all, it doesn't matter. We all have stubbornness in us. They're seeing that what they did was wrong. They're seeing that it altered the future, is what I heard. It altered their future. What they did changed what they thought was coming in. Remember, the emperor is an individual who is very wise. They know what's going on, and through the wisdom, they know how to make decisions that are the best interests of them and those around them. They're kind of like the hierarchy of a family, like the grandfather of a family, so to speak. Somebody who's really lived life regardless of their age, but they know, they really understand everything. But I feel that if it had to do with money, they may have misjudged you. Whatever it was that they did, there's a big apology. This is sincere. They may have misjudged you about your own children, okay? About your own children. Told you you're not a good parent, okay? I feel that there is something going on there where this stuck energy is now moving. Something has changed, whether that be the changes in the outside world or the changes in your world, probably a combination of both. It's like this emperor, this stubbornness is changing. So it's very, very positive. All right, you guys, let's take a look at your romance, and then I'll give you the guided message at the end. I hope you're doing well, and follow me on Rising Through Ascension. That's my Substack channel, where we're going even further. Tarot is wonderful, but that's not the ascension. This is just a great way for us to connect and get some guided information, because I'm guided through these readings, right? You guys know that. You've been with me for so long. But the rising through the ascension is where I'm going to really go in deep and talk about what we're going through, the ascension process, the soul purpose, and go further. You can check out my Souls Live. I did it a couple of years ago in the past, but I put an end to it, and I'm bringing it back on a different direction. And my podcast on the 28th. It'll start on the 28th. When it comes to your relationship, you have the Tower. Something's really going on in your life that's shaking you and your partner up. You may be with a person who is a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But this is definitely shaking up you as a Sagittarius. There's something there that some of you are dealing with somebody that does not see your value. They do not see your value. You may be married to them or living with them, but there is a relationship here where you are devalued. They don't understand who they have because you didn't understand who you were. Now that you've gone through this process, now that you have awoke in a great, deep spiritual way on who you really are, your authenticity is going to make them see things different. You're creating the Tower because you're different in this relationship. So they didn't see your value. I feel they laughed at you a lot. They made fun of you a lot. I see somebody laughing at Sag. Again, part of that drama in the beginning of this reading, and drama is what blocks us from reaching the goals that we want, from having the ideal relationships that we want. And that's what I feel this individual was doing to you. But you're pulling your power back and you're like, So this Tower is you saying, we're making some changes here, okay? We are changing our relationship or we aren't going to have a relationship. But not in a harsh way, but in a very firm way where they know Don't mess with Sagittarius. So it's very positive. Now, for another group of you, I feel you have a decent relationship, like it's a good relationship, but it's kind of like lacking in excitement. You guys might stay home and watch TV or binge out on certain things, maybe even play games. I see board games. With this person, though, you have the Page of Swords, Wands, taking action, lighting the fire, a little bit of passion, doing something a little different. You doing something different, bringing, I don't know, lighting candles on the table. Okay, that's just a really generalized version of how you're going to get this person. You guys are going to fall in love again. You're going to fall in love again just because you're both are going to put in some extra attention with each other. You're going to add a little something something to what you have that's already boring. And it's boring because I feel you've been together long enough, whether that's 5 years, 7 years, or 35 years. It's like there's a lull going on in your relationship, but the change up is what's going to change everything. And you guys are going to, I see people dancing. Okay, I see you dancing. So it's going to bring back some kind of excitement where you can actually together, synchronicity, together block out everything going on around you and only focus on love of each other, unity. And this is going to be like a rekindling of love from the very beginning when you actually first fell in love, because I feel you guys do love each other. It's just boring as all get out. It's boring. Those of you looking for romance, and a lot of people are in the year 2025, people are going to be looking for people. Be very, very cautious. There's going to be a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing. Look what came out, the Seven of Swords, right? That's what I'm talking about. So what I'm seeing is a wolf. Okay, I'm seeing a wolf that has a sheep coat on, and that's letting me know you could be drawn to picking people who are deceptive. No matter how much you grow, if you are an empath, if you are a light worker, if you have a beautiful shining light around you, you're going to call in all those wolves and they're going to come looking for you. Make sure you have learned all your lessons. Remember, the Seven of Swords is about a cheater, liar, thief card, but it's also about picking up the 5 swords, leaving the 2 behind, healing the mental situation that you went through, because oftentimes there is a lot of mental abuse. I won't be able to block that out. You can't say that word. There's manipulation, there's aggravation is what I'm hearing. You draw in people that were not good for you. So you're being guided to pay very close attention to the person, get to know them, ask the right questions. And even the really good ones, you ask the right questions. I married one, he answered every question, the right question. He answered them all in a way that sounded healthy, but it was not healthy. He and his dad had a great relationship and it was not the truth. He said they used to travel and go camping all the time. They were homeless and they lived in the forest. That's a complete, and his dad was an alcoholic, so they barely spoke. You see, it was like, it was a play of words. So be very careful about those wolves in sheep's clothing. Now let's listen to Archangel Michael and my guide as we look at whatever guided message for Sag. I hear you calling upon me. A lot of you are. Some of you are calling upon my teammates and other divine energy, divine entities. However, when you're calling upon us, you're losing your knowing that it's real, that the connection is real. If you don't ask us to help, we don't help. You must ask for help. Some of you are in a place of being so stubborn, you aren't willing to say, help me. And when you do, you don't have that knowing it's on the way. Trust in the universal energy. Trust in the divine process of everything that you're going through. No matter how challenging it is, no matter how exciting it is, no matter how high you are climbing, trust in your divine connection to Source. If you feel you can't get up, call upon us. We will help you stand back up on your feet. That is our job as spiritual warriors, to help you become your inner spiritual warrior, because the world needs to see you now. Thank you. All right, you guys, I look forward to hearing your messages, reading your comments, and much love.